Hey folks, welcome to BurlsSports 1951 Bowman Complete Set Group Break. This is Justin Burleson. You can call me Burl. It is 9 o'clock here in the Central Time Zone. We're ready to break this 51 Bowman set. So great set, obviously headlined by a couple of big Hall of Famer rookie cards and Willie Mays and somebody named Mickey Mantle. So if it's your first time buying into a set break with us here, I'll do a quick rundown of how we do things. So however many spots you bought, that's how many times your name is in this list. So if you bought 2 spots, your name's here twice. If you bought 3 spots, your name here's 3 times, and so on. David Castano was the winner of our free spot in the break. Announced that earlier today, but if you don't participate in our giveaway every set break, you should do that. Follow us on Facebook or Twitter. If you don't do either of those, shoot me an email and we can come up with something creative to help you get in on that giveaway. But we had 48 participants this time, and David was the lucky winner. But what we'll do is we'll copy paste this list. So there are 324 cards in the set, 324 names in this list. We'll copy paste that into random.org's list randomizer. You can go to random.org, listen more, list randomizer. So we'll paste that list of 324 names here. We'll randomize it 3 times to make sure it's nice and shuffled up. And we'll paste it here right next to our checklist for the set. So whoever's name comes out first in that randomized list will get card number 1, Whitey Ford. Whoever's name comes out second will get Yogi Berra. Third will get Robin Roberts, and so on. Now, we won't read every single card in the break. We'll read, I've pulled a big stack of hits here, so we'll read off some of the biggest names and show those as we go along. And then I'll post the full list of results so you can see exactly which card you got after we're done. Also, this break is being recorded, so you can go back and review that if you want, or you may be watching this after it's recorded. So whatever's convenient for you. But without any further ado, we'll get started. So again, we'll copy paste this list, 324 names. And we'll paste that right here into the list randomizer. And we will randomize once. Twice. It'll be this 3rd time that sticks. All right, so we'll copy that. Paste it right next to our checklist. Delete these extra cells. We're lined up 1 to 1. All right. And if you're watching on YouTube, feel free to interact via the chat. I'll keep an eye on that. At least I'll do my best to. All right. So up first, we have a Hall of Fame rookie in Whitey Ford. Card number 1 goes to Brian Harris. Nice card, Brian. PSA 3 example. Tough condition on the first card in the set as usual. Next up, card number 2, Yogi Berra, goes to Bradley O'Connor. PSA 3.5 on this one. So if you were not aware, Berra was AL MVP in 1951 for the World Series champion New York Yankees. Next up, we've got card number 3. Robin Roberts goes to Matt Pottle. So started off with 3 hits there. Now it's rolling on down to number 7. Gil Hodges goes to Tony Cipriano. Dodgers had a really solid season that year. Some odd wins. Pushing close to 100, if I remember correctly. Next up, we got card number 10. Red Schodenheist goes to Robert Parsons. There's a little red. We've got card number 26, another Yankee, Phil Rizzuto. Goes to Alex N. There's Scooter. And we have Bob Feller coming in at card number 30. Goes to Ryan Anderson. There you go, Ryan. All right, next up we have our NL MVP for the Brooklyn Dodgers, Roy Campanella. That goes to Joseph Stanton. Catcher in each league winning the MVP same season. Yogi and Campy did that 2 seasons in the 50s. Believe it or not. I don't know if that's happened since then. Be interesting to look into for you stat heads out there. Next up, we have Duke Snyder, card number 32, goes to Matt Pottle. PSA 4 example on the Snyder. Again, really solid Dodger team that year. Nice horizontal card there, Duke. Nice mid-grade example. And next up, we have George Kell. Coming in at card number 46, goes to Dan Ballard. Then we have card number 50, Johnny Mize. Goes to Jack Gabbard. So we got Mize there. Right. We have Bob Lemon. Card number 53 goes to David Castano. Looks like we've had a few viewers jump on here in the last couple minutes. So if you just jumped into the live stream, the break is being recorded. So if you want to go back and watch the first few minutes, you can do that whenever you choose. Next up, we have Enos Slaughter coming in at card number 58. That goes to Alex N. And we've got Early Win, card number 78. Goes to Nathan Lindgren. So that's our third Indian pitcher of the break that we've looked at here. Next up, we have another Dodger, card number 80, Pee Wee Reese. Goes to Lyle. There you go, Lyle. I just like the dark background contrast that makes for the artwork on the Reese card. One of my favorites in this set. couple of you mentioned Warren Spahn as your favorite card in this set. Got the high kick going on. But Warren is card number 134. He goes to Nathan Lindgren. There you go, Nathan. We've got Ted Kluszewski at card 143. Goes to Dave Fairbairn. There you go, Dave. And we've got Larry Doby up next at card 151. Goes to Kyle Kaysen. See, we can show an Indian who's not a pitcher, right? We've got Ted Williams up next. A couple of you Boston fans, or Ted fans, mentioned him as your favorite. Coming in at card 165. Goes to Dave Fairbairn. Really nice looking card here. Only issue, you got a light erased pencil mark on the back. You can't really even see it unless you just tilted it just the right angle. But anyways, that did give it the MK designation from PSA, but nice PSA 5 with a qualifier. Next up, we have Monty Irvin coming in at 198. Goes to Kelly Engel. If I'm not mistaken, the Giants won the pennant that year. Lost to the Yankees in the World Series, but 4-2. Next up, we have Casey Stengel. Speaking of the Yankees, coming in at card number 108. Oops, sorry, backing up to Casey Stengel. Card number 181 goes to Bobby Hilo. And 186 is Richie Ashburn, who goes to Nathan Lindgren. Had a couple get out of order there. Sorry about that. I want to break the mood. See, y'all are just getting closer to those high number Hall of Famers. Getting too excited. All right, so we got Johnny Vandermeer up next. 23. Always pull out Vandermeer. Goes to Bo Blanchard. Because, well, you just need all the Indians pitchers you can get. But Vandermeer's the only pitcher, if I'm not mistaken, to have 2 no-hitters in a row. Somebody fact check me on that one. Next up, we have 232, Nellie Fox. Goes to Nathan Lindgren. We've got Leo DeRocher. And 233 goes to Tony Cipriano. Speaking of those pennant-winning Giants. Now, next card is the Mick. Nice PSA 2 example here on Mickey, believe it or not, the Yankees did have a Rookie of the Year winner in 1951, and it was not this guy, Gil McDougal. Good player in his own right, but he was no Mickey Mantle. So 253 in this set is Mickey's Rookie. That goes to Kelly Engel. So nice card, Kelly. Great hit on the mantle. PSA 2. Great addition to anybody's collection. Okay, we've got a handful of hits left to look at here. We've got good old coach Bill Dickey for the Yankees at 290. Goes to Bradley O'Connor. Another one of my favorite cards in this set. Love the hands around his mouth shouting. We've got Al Lopez, 295. To Jeremy Schmidt. And our next big rookie card, Willie Mays, PSA 2 example. Willie is 305 in this set. And Willie did win NL Rookie of the Year. So 305 goes to Josh Bailey. So nice card, Josh. Fantastic Hall of Fame rookie to add to your collection. Nice clean card. Slight crease, but really solid Hall of Fame rookie. And the last card we'll look at is the last card in the set, because that's always fun. So Taylor Napier gets Johnny Promessa. Sorry, Johnny. There you go. But that will do it for our 1951 Bowman. Excuse me, 1951 Bowman complete set group break. These cards will get sorted over the next day or two and start shipping out likely on Thursday. Wrap those up on Friday. You can look for our next set break to go live then. It'll be a 1960 top mid to high grade set. Should be $7.50 price point on those. Maybe an early bird special if you jump in right away. But that will wrap us up. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for buying in. Thank you for supporting our vintage set breaks here at BurlsSports. This is Burl signing off. Have a great rest of your Monday evening.